Today we're going to be talking about some really simple stuff. How to prep a home for a customer walkthrough, right? It's one of the most important aspects of our job. Here's why. We spend all this time building these beautiful homes for our customer, for a client, whatever you want to call them. When they come here, this is our opportunity to show off the masterpiece that we've created for them, right? It also gives them an opportunity to see the home that they had built for them. Remember, it's their home. You built it for them, it's their home. All the color selections, everything that went into that house, that's a personal touch that they put on it. So when they come out to see this home, we want to make sure that we highlight it and show it off to them. So the first thing we want to do is prep the home. We want to make sure, A, everything in the home works, it's clean, every option that they selected is in the home, it's functional, it looks good, it's pristine. Remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but when you're showing off this home, the whole thing is beautiful, right? First thing I'm going to do when I come into a home that I know I'm going to be showing it, doing some kind of an orientation for my homeowner, I want to make sure all the lights are on, all the garbage is out of the house, the trade contractors didn't leave anything in the drawers, all the garbage disposal works, the sinks, the water's turned on, the refrigerator's turned on, the water's on, the ice is on, all the appliances work, the dishwasher, the washing machine, the dryer, any appliance you put in this house, it's got to be functional. Because here's the thing, this orientation is all about education. Yes, we're going to highlight the home, we're going to show off the beautiful home that you just built them, but we're also going to educate the homeowner on how this house functions, how it works. When they leave this orientation, they need to know, how do I turn the gas off? How do I turn the water off? How do I turn the electric off? How do I turn it back on? How do I adjust the thermostat? How do I use the appliances in the kitchen? What's a GFI? How do I turn it back on when it trips? What causes it to trip? There's a fireplace in the house. You show them how to turn the gas off, how to turn the fireplace off if there's a fan function, how to adjust the door thresholds, how to take care of the hardwood, the tile, the drywall paint, everything that goes into this house. They need to understand how to use it. If you don't, as soon as there's a problem, they're going to be calling you, and that's not what we want. We want them to be able to take control of this home that they've purchased, do all the maintenance, and truly live in and enjoy this home, right? Most people find a new home, that's the most expensive thing they're ever going to buy. It's a huge emotional investment as well as financial investment. We want to make sure that we provide the right tools to our homeowners so that when they come in, it's their home, they love it, they live in it for years, and they constantly talk about what an amazing job that construction manager did when building their home. So, I've already gone through the home, I've looked at every single drawer, every closet, everywhere, looking for garbage, looking for, not necessarily garbage, but looking for things that the contractors have left behind, because I want it all out. I don't want any signs of construction when I'm doing an orientation for this home. It also gives me the opportunity to be in every room, every closet, every drawer, so I know every aspect of this house. I know what's where, I know everything that's in here. There's no surprises during a walkthrough, right? When you're demonstrating your knowledge of the home and educating your home buyers, you don't want any surprises, right? Because if you're surprised by something, they're going to pick up on it, and it's going to start to just tick away at their confidence in you, right? You're the expert, remember that. The only way you can do that is to know everything that's going on in this home. So, the homeowner comes in, I like to start outside. I like to explain to them all the nuances to the facade of their home, right? I want to look at the brick, if it's got brick, the siding, whether it's vinyl or whether it's cementitious. I want to explain all the weep holes. I want to show them where the hose bib locations are, where the disconnect for the outdoor air conditioning units, the doorbell, everything on the outside, all the plumbing stacks and the vent stacks, anything that's on the outside of that house. I walk all the way around it and I say, this is that, this is this, this is this. So they understand exactly what all these things are, why they're there, how they function, and they know, again, you're the expert, you know what's going on in this house. Once we go through that, I bring them inside. I typically like to start in the mechanical room. Here's the reason. Depending on the size of the house, these walkthroughs can take hours, right? So by the time you get to the end, everybody's tired. You're tired, the homeowners are tired. They're not necessarily going to be listening to what you have to say about the mechanical room and the mechanics of the home. It's so important. I always go straight to the mechanical room, explain to them, this is where the water comes in, this is how you turn it off. This is where the gas comes in, this is where you turn it off. If it's sprinkled, I say, this is your sprinkler system. I explain to them how it works. Here's how you shut it off in an emergency. I don't recommend doing that. Let the fire department do it if there's an emergency, unless it's just a leak, but we'll get into that later. Your water heater, your furnace, or your heat pump, explain it all to them. Here's the maintenance you have to do. Typically, these days, it's very minor, but there is maintenance they need to know how to do it. Once I've explained the mechanical systems of the home, and sometimes that could be 2 or 3 mechanical closets, depending on the size of the home, then I start at the top floor. That could be a loft, or it could be a master bedroom. If it's a master bedroom, I start in the bathroom. And we go from there, and we just wind our way down the house. And we hit every room, every closet. When we go into a bathroom, I explain, hey, here's your tile, this is how you maintain your tile, this is your mirrors, your medicine cabinets, your shower doors, the toilet, here's the water shut off from the toilet, here's your vanity, here's how you take care of the cabinet, open up the drawers, here are your water shut-offs, this is hot, this is cold, explain how they work, close them, turn the water on, show them that it works, pull the stopper up, show them that the sink, the stopper works, everything, every aspect. If there's a door bump, if it's a hinge bump, I show them how to adjust it. Base bump, I say, hey, don't kick it. We go from there. Bedroom, depending on the floor covering. It could be carpet, it could be hardwood. Hey, here's how you maintain this. Go over to a window, demonstrate the window. Here's how you take the paint, or here's how you open the window. Here's how you take it out to clean it. Here's how the screen comes out. Put it all back together. You move on to the next room, and you just repeat the process in every single room, hallway, whatever, all the way down to the bottom floor, or to the kitchen is typically where I end up. Once we get into the kitchen, it's going to be the most feature-rich room in the home, and typically where they spend the most amount of money. You want to go through everything very thoroughly. Here's your garbage disposal. Here's how you turn it on. Here's your faucet. Here's how it functions. Don't yank on it. Here's your microwave. Here's your refrigerator. Here's your oven. Demonstrate all the appliances. Explain to them how to care of whatever surface they put on their cabinet, on their countertops. Whether it's stone, quartz, marble, whatever. Explain to them how to take care of it. I always tell people, don't chop vegetables on a stone countertop, right? Treat it like the fine stone that it is, and it will last forever. Explain to them how to care for the kitchen cabinets. You want them to last a lifetime. Explain to them how to take care of the floors. Everything. Typically there's GFIs in bathrooms. Explain how they work. Trip one so they see it. It's all about education. Go over to a thermostat, show them how to make it warmer, cooler. Explain to them about emergency heat if you're in a climate zone that has heat pumps. You need to make sure that they understand every aspect of this house. You're going to make your job easier, and you're going to make their experience that much more beneficial and better. They will brag about you at the end of it. That's it for today, folks. We've got a whole podcast on this. Please go to constructionmanagementpodcast.com, iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, wherever you download quality podcasts. Jump on there, subscribe to our podcast. You're gonna love it. It's filled with information. As always, shoot us an email at info@constructionmanagementpodcast.com. Follow us on Instagram. We love the comments. Keep it going.